Dinley Logie is a man on a mission.
I'm the only one probably that would even really notice it.
The Montana state representative lives about half an hour from the border with Idaho, and he believes something is wrong in his neck of the woods.
And so I knew where the line was supposed to be, and so it drew my attention.
Logie maintains the state line near Lookout Pass moved at some point in the 90s.
This was the line, the historic state line.
According to him, this allowed Idaho to creep into Montana. His indicator is this line in the pavement of I-90, a clear mark showing where the Montana Department of Transportation stops paving. The state line is hundreds of feet to the south.
The reason general Montanans should be concerned is there are some tax dollars that are being lost.
Logie believes Mineral County is missing out on special payments from the federal government. I checked property maps to confirm the land in question is owned by the U.S. Forest Service. I reached out to multiple people, departments, and organizations to learn more. The list includes Mineral County Commissioners, Shoshone County, Idaho Commissioners, Lookout Pass Ski Area, the Montana Department of Revenue, and the Bureau of Land Management. I wanted to ask if the line moved and about tax implications, but didn't get any solid answers.
They say, well, that shouldn't be, but it is. But nobody knows how to fix it. And the survey would fix it.
So I did some digging and uncovered something that raised more questions. This 1978 map out of a Chicago library shows the Mineral County line north of the state line. It's like that all the way back to 1864. Then I found what appears to be the same set of lines on a more recent map provided by the Montana State Library. But look at this map from Shoshone County, Idaho. A noticeable change. Same for this map on the U.S. Forest Service website for Lookout Pass Ski Area. What's still not clear is when the line changed and why. Logie is planning to straighten things out. He says he got approval from the state legislature for a federal survey. He anticipates it will happen sometime next year.
I'd like to get the question resolved before I die.
Reporting in St. Regis, Bowen West, NBC Montana. 2 years ago, we brought you the story of a Montana lawmaker on a mission to straighten out the state line at Lookout Pass, where he believed Idaho had crept into Montana. Now, that effort is finally moving forward. NBC Montana's Bowen West is working for you, me, to breaking down what this could mean for Montanans. This 1978 map out of a Chicago library shows the Mineral County line north of the state line. It's like that all the way back to 1864. Then I found what appears to be the same set of lines on a more recent map provided by the Montana State Library. 2 years ago, I reported on the discrepancy between the Idaho and Montana border, a story I wasn't sure would result in any change, but the state lawmaker who clued me in reached out. After decades of questions and almost 30 years of pushing, Senator Dinley Logie says the survey he's been asking for at Lookout Pass is finally underway.
Like I say, they've started the work finally, and this has been about 30 years of my time trying to get people excited about it.
The Montana Department of Revenue is paying the Bureau of Land Management to do the work. BLM survey crews began locating old monuments along the Bitterroot Mountain crest in late September, the official divide that defines the Montana-Idaho border. Some of those original markers from 1904 have been lost or buried by decades of construction from the highway, the railway, and the ski area.
It'll set the lines where the state line was put in 1904, when that survey was done. It's just retracing those old lines.
The Bureau of Land Management confirms the survey is not about moving any boundary, only verifying where the state line actually is. Brittany Jones, the agency's chief of communications for Montana and the Dakotas, says the survey will not redefine the state line but confirm its accurate location. The work follows the watershed divide of the Bitterroots, but BLM says the original line may have been altered when Interstate 90 was built, shifting it slightly south of the 1904 survey.
It's not trying to steal land from anybody or change the official boundary. It's just retracing the original boundary.
According to the BLM, initial fieldwork began in late September. The agency plans to file the official survey plat in the Federal Register in spring 2026. Attorneys general in both Montana and Idaho have been notified. Logie first raised concerns about the state line in the 1990s, claiming it shifted, costing Mineral County federal tax revenue from about 60 acres of land. After 3 decades of effort, he says the goal has never changed: to make sure Montana's border is properly marked.
It just needs to be straightened out for the long term.
For all of the details on this story, make sure to visit my article at our NBC Montana homepage. Reporting in studio, Bowen West, NBC Montana. The days of having a convenient pharmacy in every neighborhood are becoming a thing of the past for many Americans. Nearly 50 million people in the United States, 1 in 7, are living in an area with limited access to a local pharmacy. Spotlight on America correspondent Angie Moreski has exclusive new research numbers and investigates how the growing trend of so-called pharmacy deserts is impacting healthcare.